All right, folks. Like the chat, subscribe, hype it up, whatever the kids are saying. Anyways, it's crunch time. It's time. It's time to draft best ball teams. Fantasy football is ending sooner than we know it. At least season-long versions. So that means we'll be going live for the next 5 days. No, I'm kidding. We're gonna do I don't know, hour and a half stream, maybe 2. I have my home league draft at 8 p.m. Gonna hang with the lads. Got a little Miller here. Went to a Hooters for the first time. Maybe like the second time in my life. Just typed in shrimp po' boy. Hooters came up. So it is what it is. Good food. Got shrimp tacos. They didn't have po' boys. Got some Miller Lights there though. Let's win 2 million. That's the goal, Dr. B. Harris. Let's do it, man. In another universe, my channel right now has 100,000 subscribers because I not only won Best Ball Mania 2, but I got second last year for 1 million. But, Chase Brown had to slide at the 1. Mr. Smart Football Play. Shake off the cold a little bit. A little bit here. Alberto, best ball or fantasy football draft. So I need you to be more specific. Braun, you're going to get that. You're going to get that once Best Ball Mania fills. At least my Best Ball Mania exposures, it's not perfect across all the sites. Like I looked at, oh my God, man, these freaking slow eliminators. Let's make some picks there. Baker, Goff, H.N. Pollard, Charbonnet, Javante, Puka, Big Mike, DK Metcalf, Tillman. So primarily need wide receiver. Let's try Hollywood today. Why not? This team. Yeah, he's not going 2 tight ends. Is he going 3 quarterbacks? I don't think he's doing either, but we would like to go Rodgers and then Jonnu. So let's make it happen with Rodgers first. These eliminators, man. Where did Best Ball Mania go? I think we autoed our pick. That's fun. Auto Gibbs at the 4. Good enough with me. Good enough with me. Let's clear these elims. I need y'all help out there. Every 30 minutes, tell me to check my elim slows. These bad boys are on an hour clock. Yeah, why not? The Slate dog. Big Slate in the chat. Week 14 bye, strong in the eliminator. Brees, Swift, Sharp, ETN, Judkins. We're mixing some Judkins in these. We're not really mixing Godwin in. Yeah, I don't mind the shipster with Hertz. I got my phone up too, so the phone is just a lot better at this for whatever reason, as far as it will jump me up. Looks like we need to do it. It's great. I've finished a bunch of eliminators, but the sweats in this one, man, we're only in round 13. These guys are tanking max clock. What news are you getting, folks? What news are you getting at this point? Obviously, we're doing Cam Ward needing a QB2. And I think we'll do Darnold as well with Walker. It's not ideal, as far as, I mean, no, no, we're not going to pass on Cedric Tillman. I'm just jamming Cedric Tillman. He gets Joey Flack to start the year. Seems good. Seems good. Where did Best Ball Mania go? All right, we're one pick away. We're on the clock. All right, we're going Achane with Gibbs. Seems awesome. I used to be able to do this in May a lot. But yeah, new gift. Man, we need. Come on, underdog. What's going on right now? What is this? Why are 7 players being displayed? You know what? Mind of a kid. That's a fantastic idea. Open the BBM draft in a separate tab. We're multitasking. That's why we didn't think of that. I don't know what's going on right now, but we're gonna make the pick on the phone. We can't display half a draft board. Let's alpha this lobby and throw Josh Allen on the team. Okay, I can present the draft board. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll present the draft board like this. Why not? Big J. I think Mike Evans would have been fun there too. A little correlation with Achane. Gibbs, Achane, Josh. Who needs wideouts? No, I don't. Please, God. Okay, now that I have that draft board open. Oh, man. Everything's messed up. Perfect. Had to unplug my computer from its station. Yeah, a little content announcement here, folks. Liam and Davis show, unfortunately, canceled going forward. I will be doing the Best Ball Leaderboard show every Tuesday or Wednesday, somewhere around 6:30, whatever, going through the highest scores of the week, just like I've done the past 2 years. Unfortunately, it was too late for Davis, so I've reached out to a new co-host. We'll see if he wants to do it with me. If not, I'm going to ask someone else. Don't mind doing the show by myself either, but yeah, I'm going to try to find a co-host. It is unfortunate. It's not goodbye. It's see you later. It's not goodbye. It's see you later. I know, man. Is what it is. Is what it is. It's sad, but it is what it is. Okay, we're relogging into Underdog because we cannot accept that we can't display a draft board. A lot of people are saying they'll do it with me. I'm in no shortage of hosting options. I appreciate everyone out there, though. I am asking people I actually know. I think that's understandable why. All right, cool. We can just stop displaying this. We got it working again. Some are saying Davis canceled because I made 2 teams in the finals and he didn't want to sit through that again next year. Honestly, I was looking forward to doing it with Davis because I thought Davis played a lot better this year. You know? Yeah, Barry and Schefter, 2 guys I reached out to. Solo would be fine, but it's just not as fun, you know? Gibbs, Achane, Josh. JMO, let's get it. You got a pulse check. Yeah, the main reason I got back into teaching is number one, I missed it and I like to do it. And number two, I just don't do as much stuff in season, which may or may not change. Like in season content ideas will be reviewing the best ball slate, really just the week in fantasy, give some takes there. Later in the season, looking at teams. Obviously, we'll be looking at eliminator teams. And then gonna have battle royale rankings, not for week one. It's too much for me. I'm sorry. Won't have it for week one, but we'll have it going forward for underdog. Braun88, thanks for the super chat. He says, I'm in an IDP league on Sleeper. Drew the 5-hole. When should I take Travis Hunter? He's projected for 340 points. Braun, this is a little out of my league, man. I don't play IDP. I don't play Sleeper. But honestly, dude, like, could you imagine not having him on your team? Like, your league probably sucks, man. Just fucking rip it. Just rip it in the second, rip it in the third. Make it happen, right? Not financial advice, but we really want to take Hunter after that speech, but kind of think I should take Ibuka with the Achane stack. Yeah, we'll do Ibuka this time. All my Ibuka teams are from like pick 190, 80. So you got to get some Ibuka at 50 to balance it out, I guess. No, there is. I mean, I'm not even going to bother to ask Pete. It is too late for him. Appreciate you, Meat Gazer. Yeah, man. Teams are drafted. I'll probably be running the soccer club at my school. Soccer and chess actually has a very strong correlation. At my old school, nearly everyone on the chess team was also good at soccer. And the reason is that they're both games of spatial awareness, right? So, like, good chess players, they see the whole board. Good soccer players, they see the whole field. Both games of tactics, etc., you know? But yeah, if your son or daughter is good at soccer, they would almost certainly would be good at chess if they put some time in. Oh, yeah, definitely drafting some Fannin. Got rested with the starters, man. That's all you need. Yeah, you know, growth will be tough here because people don't reward just actionable info as much as jokes, but is what it is. How many BBMs left for you? Let's check it, big dog. Sorry, man. We're drinking beers. We might burp. 20. So, I mean, this weekend, I'm a little devastated because it is the state chess championship. And I really want to play in it because I love long time control chess. But I don't know if it's responsible to do that because there's 2 articles I want to write. I need to update my rankings and I need to draft 200-ish best ball teams, you know? So, yeah, unfortunately, think we might just need to skip the state championship. They got off lucky this time. They got off lucky. We're doing a lot, eh? I don't care who his quarterback is, man. I literally don't. Debo would have been nice, but I just straight up don't care who his quarterback is. Chess or best ball? Well, I mean, what's that mean, right? Because it's like, obviously, I like the financial upside of best ball, but it's not that it doesn't tickle the brain as much as far as, you know, they're both games to me. That's what makes me different than a lot of people. Best ball is a game to me, right? Other people, they want to nerd out and say this player is a 33% target per out run. Like, they're LARPing, man. Like, they're LARPing as like GMs or whatever. I really don't know. Or they want to feel smart. It's a game to me, and the objective is to optimize money, right? That's probably why I've been good at best ball, because I just like strategy games. And I've always loved fantasy football, to be clear. Juwan Jennings, man, you got to stack old Week 17 games. If you've been in this game a while, you got to stack old Week 17 games. Gibbs, JMO, Jennings, that's a last year Week 17 game. Well, I will be maxing Best Ball Mania this weekend, so that's 20. I'm probably going to max DK this weekend. That's 50. And then I have roughly 100 drafters bullets left. And I don't need to do those this weekend because I don't think the contest will fill it all. But I would like the bulk of it done. Hey, Liam. My nephew joined the chess team at his high school and played his first tourney. He did well, but not as good as he wanted. Any tips to help him keep him motivated and not want to give up? I mean, to be real with you, man, I am very real with the kids. You want to get good at something, you're going to go home and work at it. If you don't, you will lose, period. So if you want to get good at chess, go home, do your tactics, and do your puzzles. I give all the kids at my school a chesskid.com account. Fantastic site. It is kidsy, okay? But it's high-level material, right? So if you want to get good at something, go home and do the work. He didn't do well. You have two options in life when you lose. And part of the reason why chess is taught in school is because you will lose. You're going to lose in chess a lot. I've lost thousands of games. You're going to lose in life a lot. You're going to get fired. You're not going to make the basketball team. A girl's going to deny you, etc. A boy's going to deny you, whatever. You're going to lose. You have two options. You can either give up, woe is me, I'm not good at this, I don't want to do it, soft, obviously, or you can go home and work at it and get better. Period. Okay? So I tell the kids that, right? I'm all about motivating them to go home and work. That's what I'm about, man. I mean, I had a kid do 800 chess kid puzzles this week. It's fucking insane. Bummer that Shakir and Keon are gone. We're going to do Warren. I don't know, man. Jaden Reed, Jones fracture. I need to read into it. It looks like he might play week 1. Again, I'll have updated rankings this weekend. Strategy at number 14, Snake? Dog, you in a 14 league draft? 14 team? Wide receiver? I think I am too, actually. My home league's 14 teams. I would have been a great football coach. I would have said the same stuff. And also, I have an eye for detail. I have great vision. I have 2010. So I feel like I would have been like, hey, man, you're doing this with your hitch or whatever. Strategy number 14, wide receiver, or running back reach for quarterback. No, man, you're not taking quarterback in your home league. I'm assuming this is a 14-team home league, 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers. In general, I think you should be getting a running back in a 14-teamer. So get either Chase Brown, Gene T, Henry, Taylor, Achane, Irving, Jacobs. Choose your fancy there, and then go elite wideout. Okay. Whatever. Pick 100, man. Jaden Reed's open there somewhere. I do have Leggett ranked higher than Coker. I could be wrong. I fully accept that I could be wrong, but that's how I have it ranked. I understand there's excitement about Coker. Might be the slot. Also, like, there's like 17 beat writers speculating he could be cut. I mean, the Xavier Legette bet is very similar to the Keon Coleman bet. Oh, Normie fantasy football Twitter is out in droves. I just put y'all are gonna laugh. I put out a tweet yesterday, and I actually lowered it. I put out a tweet yesterday that said, put out a lot of tweets that people are interacting with. But I said, what if Keon Coleman has 1,500 yards and 10 touchdowns? And I originally had it as 1,512. Now, obviously, I don't really think the 1,500 yards is reasonable. I do think, like a Keon breakout, 1,210. Yeah, that's in the range, man. If we get a Josh Allen 5,000 yard passing season, which could happen, sky's the limit. Having a great camp by all accounts. To me, he's probably like 35%. He just straight up outscores Xavier Worthy. He was breaking out before the injury, having a great camp, catching touchdowns left and right. Could happen. Could he bust? He could so bust. Yes. Right. But man, people are tweeting things like people are crashing out over this. One guy said, what if I kill myself in front of you? One guy quote tweeted it like 500 times with absurd things. People are upset that I asked that what if. And I think it has to do with their exposures, if I had to guess. ETN is here. Do we want ETN? Feels responsible, man. I don't want ETN, but it feels responsible to mix him in. This does. Yeah, I mean, I muted one guy. I doubt I could find it. Will it show me the quote tweets from a muted account? I don't think so. I don't know the guy's name. I'd have to look at some. It's either people saying like yes or absurd things. Yeah, like this guy, what if I kill myself in front of you? It's like, dude, okay. I mean, Heems, you clearly don't follow me on Twitter. What do you think about the draft ADP between Warren and Loveland? I tweeted out, why is Tyler Warren often going multiple rounds ahead of Colston Loveland? And then I added, who went higher in the draft? Loveland. Who plays for the better offense? Loveland. Whose quarterback is better? Loveland. Whose OC is better? Loveland. Who might catch passes from Anthony Richardson later? Warren. Is there similar target competition? Yes, there is. There straight up is. People want to pretend that the Bears target competition is so much stiffer, yet they have like 0% DJ Moore or Rome Odunze. And also, it's like, yo, Ben Johnson made Laporta thing, and Coastal Loveland's probably way better. Think we gotta go Loveland or Love here, I mean, and just kind of hope that Kincaid wraps it around. Probably won't, but we gotta hope it. I mainly like Tootin. Yeah, indie receivers are arguably better too. So arguably, right? Like, there's been strong Rome Odunze buzz, but man, DJ Moore was pouting on the sideline, and they're playing him at running back because he might not be that great of wideout anymore. He was brutal last year, so Moore could suck. Burden might not even be playing, and Rome, as someone who drafted him a lot last year, sucked. Okay, I'm not blaming him. Maybe like he could so easily turn it around, but it is what it is. They might be bad. A faster start is totally irrelevant. I don't think it's crazy to prefer Dunze straight up over DJ Moore, and I've considered ranking it that way. I really have. Like, a lot of Bears beats have been like, oh, Rome's probably going to be the wide receiver 1. Kincaid goes, by the way. Am I GT over HAM? I've always had it ranked that way, actually. I don't get the we don't like GT crowd. I do. Could he bust? Sure, man. Like, Marvin Harrison busted, kind of, at that price, but gets the Giants. Generational prospect seems a little cute. Seems a little cute to be fading. Went top 5 in the real fucking NFL draft. Okay, man. But, like, are they really going to be getting him? Like, let's be serious. DJ Moore is the goal line back. Let's just be serious for once. I guess he is big enough. He's just too tall, though, probably. Like, you don't want to be tall. We're going to take Josh Palmer and praise Jesus that we actually got a stack with Josh Allen. Wasn't guaranteed. It was after ADP. Josh Palmer could also totally have a nice year. I don't get as much of him, but he could. Brick by brick teams. Yeah, DJ Moore could have a good year too. Bear stuff's murky, man. I mean, yeah, I'm still drafting Burden. I'm not, like, I think Olamide Zacchaeus is an okay guy to mix in, but I'm not that worried about it. What does perfecting the tush push to you mean? Like, you can't defend it, if that's what you're asking. Who's Ron? I'm totally kidding. Yeah, I generally like second-round rookies. Thoughts on Bijan, Falcons offense after the starting lineman is out for the season? Honestly, I've always been lower on Bijan than the market. I've always had him after Gibbs and Lamb. So I actually got him at 4 yesterday, which is a rarity. He usually just is not available there. Yeah, Ramondre seems so solid here on this team. Josh, Jordan Love, Gibbs, H.N. Warren, ETN, Ramondre, JMO, Ibuka, Olave, Jennings, Reed, Palmer. Seems a little weird. Maybe we just go 2 tight ends and 3 more wideouts and just suck at tight end. Yeah, I've always been Gibbs over Bijan well before most of the people being louder about it now have, because I've always valued Gibbs single week upside more. Flock more makes content for the casual crowd / reaction. So that is what it is, right? Like, the man obviously drafts teams as well, but he also has a huge audience. So that's going to get interactions, in my opinion. Is Jaden Reed toast? I don't know. What I've been doing is I've been taking Reed still some. Obviously, I don't feel great about it. Obviously, Golden's been a good bet for a while. And then, take some Wicks late. If Reed's toast, Wicks is in. Is 3-4 turn too early for Pickens and Ibuka? In general, Randy, if you want to do it, man. Is it a little bit? Yes, but not a lot, right? Like, if we look at this draft, Pickens went 41 and Ibuka 52. So you're not reaching like 5 rounds. You're reaching like half a round. So if those are your guys, you believe in them, just do it. Go down with your guys. I personally think Dobbs is kind of capped as like Dobbs is Josh Palmer. He's like a guy who could just score a bunch of long touchdowns. He can't just walk into a bunch of extra work. Yeah, I don't hate Leggett, and we'll put our money where our mouth is there. Again, first round pick last year. Mr. Chess checking in. That guy, I love that guy was really only in for a single stream. I know, Marcus. And honestly, I remember having the cognizant thought of like, why are we letting a guy who went 17th in the draft go here when Godwin is injured? And I did have 20%, but I feel like the old me might have had 40%. You know, like I didn't think through like, oh, what will happen in August? It was so funny, man. Who do you prefer as the Bears running back thunder between Roshan and Monangai? I'm still with Roche, but yeah, I think Monangai is okay to mix in, and I still think there's a strong spot to land Brees midseason. Will BBMDB release other data tournaments or just BBM? I met with him because I wanted to hire him to do a project with me. I don't think he can do it, but he told me he plans to do all the tournaments, but he's really not sure if Underdog will release the data. So it really kind of depends on what Underdog releases there. Thank you, Eli. I just glanced at my phone. Blazing Blades. Appreciate you, sir. Okay, which tight end correlates the most? Whatever, Henry. I'll be right back, folks. I'll make these Elam slows. What I wanted to say to the Blazing Blades is when I worked for Chess Kid, my persona was the Blazing Bishop. Also, one of the kids today told me at school that he found my fantasy football YouTube. So that's kind of like a Pandora's box. I have not mentioned I do fantasy football content at all. And I always knew a middle schooler could Google me. But he mentioned it at dismissal. He's like, oh, Mr. Murphy, fantasy football. And so I just was like, yep. I mean, if they ask me, I'm just going to be real. Like, yes, I do that. Also, I do this, So we'll see what next week brings. It wasn't awkward at all. None of the teachers know either. Like, I did tell the principal and the assistant principal when they hired me and the old chess teacher. I'm a chess teacher, yes. Again. No, it's not that. It's just, I don't really want one of my students getting on here being like, hi, Mr. Murphy. Okay, Josh Love. Gonna assume Keaton Mitchell's gone. Would have been a nice pick. Kind of egregious on Spears, but we don't need that. We need, sure, Harold Fannin. Don't have a ton in BBM. I do think he's better in PPR sites, but fun click. Mr. Murphy, my dad asked, do I start Mooney this week? Oh, man. Oh, man. I think Jennings wants a contract, but the 49ers might IR him just to send a message. Hard to say. Heems, thanks for the super chat, man. I don't think you know Jacob well. Jacob does not like Warren. Okay. We definitely need wideouts. It's a little thin, this group. Sure. Some Malik Washington, Devon Achan correlation. That's out to be a 0, but I think the last pick will either be wideout or tight end. You might think only having Hunter Henry and Harold Fannin is thin at tight end, but I'll remind you I won Best Ball Mania with Mike Gesicki and Noah Fant, who are now on the same team. So some are saying this is a Liam year. The stars are aligning. There's a lot of things aligning there. Kind of a fun squad. Like the ETN Ramondre, 2 running backs that were like leaving for dust, but could totally have not like Josh Jacobs' year, but like versions of that. Gibbs, Achan, Warren, honestly, like 3 pass catchers, super fun. Probably should be a 3rd tight end, but I wouldn't hate Wicks either. Maybe we'll go Musgrave on him just to draft like a 0% drafted player. Blake Corum, I've been team Blake Corum, but I definitely don't have a lot. Oh man. I considered telling the kid to be like, shh, but I just didn't really engage. Already am, man. The kids like the chess. Like all these tight ends are a better bet logically, but Luke Musgrave, baby, probably an injury away from being relevant. And also, I think they could run 12 personnel. If Jaden Reed is slow to get in there, they might just want to run 12. If I reach the finals, I will have the only Luke Musgrave team. A clean out. Clean outs are nice. This is a different team I drafted earlier today. 130, 829. Unacceptable mistype. You think there will be other Luke Musgrave teams in the 500-person final? There's been, I guarantee you, Luke Musgrave has been drafted less than 400 times right now in the whole contest. Like far below, probably like 50 times. 131, 829, streamed. Boom. Best Ball Mania is at 89% filled. All right, we're jumping over to Drafters. Drafters has got a promo code, and I have discounts. Or really, not discounts, but number one, we want to give away a free ticket. Number two, this contest is overlaying. Let's see what it's at. This is a big weekend for them. 90 out of 140. 64% filled. So let's say they get 20,000 more entrants. That's 110 out of 140. 78% filled. That's my guess. If you're a new user to Drafters, which is a total points site, meaning there are no pods, it's just whoever scores the most points, who's went through 17, you can use promo code Cheslium for a $100 deposit match. You can use the same thing on Underdog too. If you are a current user and you want a reload bonus, Drafters has given me a reload bonus to help with their overlay. I think it's Liam Reload 20, but I'm gonna put it in there for you. Yeah, Liam Reload 20 gives a 20% deposit match up to a $200 bonus. So I don't know the math on that. That's probably like $4,000 or something you'll get. I don't know. Yeah. So current users can use Liam Reload 20 for a 20% deposit match up to $200. And Cheslium for new users. Drafters is the Wild West. At this time of the year, I bet. I do plan on maxing this, or at least getting as close as possible. I've drafted 57 teams. So $93 teams left. We got the 3-hole. We'll get through a couple rounds here and we'll give out a free ticket. So be ready. I'm going to ask you for your Drafters username later to spam. Okay, Bones. If he's there, we'll take him. I do like I've tweeted this. This guy's thing is insane. It's like a dude doing what to himself? Sure, we'll take Lamb. So I do think the Cowboys have like straight up implosion risk ever since they've just like Dak is not healthy. He tore his hamstring off his bone last year. So there's implosion risk with him. But it's also like maybe their defense sucks and they pass a lot. Fantasy fun. Pull up Puka. I think Puka's a bad guy to pull up. Not because I don't think he's awesome, but because there's probably some like Lamb Puka teams out there. So it feels bad to get the bad side of that. Tyler, you still got to score the most points. So I'd recommend you draft the team that you think will score the most points. Maybe you could get away with some more like fringe roster construction, like 4 tight end stuff or something. I don't know, but I've honestly never done any drafters high stakes just because this time of the year is just such a crunch. Looks like it's going to fill. I mean, man, Kirk Cousins was pretty good for fantasy football that one year. Nico, CMC, Ginty, Brian Thomas Jr., Amon-Ra all seem like the best to pull up. I would put London in that category too. Think you could pull up Big Lund? Heem's already said that as well. Like, subscribe, join the Discord. Link is below. CMC Achan, like that could be the nuts. Any top 2 round players that are do not drafts for you? Garrett, I don't draft as much Derrick Henry despite me seeing his validity. Simply old. Period. Other than that, mix it in most guys. I have Saquon ranked at 6, so I usually only 6. Let's go Lamb and let me see a name in the chat. Ladder Bucky, guys. Ladder Bucky, if anyone has the time. We'll let the chat help us steer here. I don't know if you guys have enough time to answer, though. I think you do with the delay. Lad, boom. The Bucksters came in too late. It's kind of fun letting the chat vote. I was not into Bowers at the 1-2 turn, but the market's fallen to me there. So it's like now I'm getting them. I have a lot of exposure to Chase Brown at the 2-3 turn. So I'm not going to be someone pulling him up to the 1-2 too much. I also have a lot of Chase Brown teams at the 3-4 turn. In PPR, I think you go with the safety of Travion, Brian. Walker does have a lot of upside, though. So if you like Walker better, defensible. BBG. Welcome in. Winning drafters is such a flex, ball nowhere ass tournament. Yeah, I don't fully agree. Like I think people don't understand that drafters requires a lot of fortunate things to happen too. I understand that perspective, but like, look, man, if I draft Lad and you draft AJ Brown and AJ Brown breaks his leg, was I skilled or lucky? Like variance is part of the game we're playing. Sure, we'll pull Big Mike, a little bit unique. Ted, I think you could, but he does go to the 4-5. Man, I was there to school till 7 at night last night, but it was good because I could give my spiel of like, this is what your kids need to do to go home and get better at chess. So I'm sure some of the parents are like, who is this insane guy telling me to go work so hard on my chess? But the ones it resonated with, it resonated with. Oh yeah, Bijan, I have a lot less of than the field. So I do. I mean, I don't have 0% Bijan. I don't have 0% Derrick Henry either. I have more Bijan than Henry. But yeah, I do have a relative fade on Bijan. I do have a relative fade on Saquon. I do have a relative fade on CMC. I do have a relative fade on Derrick Henry. And those things could hurt me, folks. It could. Is what it is. $31 times. Thank you for your service. I mean, Brian, dude, I'm not beating. If I beat a grandmaster, it's like a bragging event for me, Brian. So easily, Gukesh. I don't understand these questions. Why do you like Big Mike then? He's 32. I think running back and wide receiver are different positions, Steve. understand the sentiment, though. Big Mike is cheaper, too. If Derrick Henry went in the third round, the late third, I think I'd have more Derrick Henry, too, this year. If Big Mike went at the 1-2 turn, I wouldn't have a lot of Big Mike. So, like most things in best ball, cost is a reason. This is my second team of the year. I've beaten a GM in Blitz. I've beaten/drawn some international masters in Classical. I'm low-key a lot better than my rating is against higher-rated people. I have ADHD, so we can hyper-focus sometimes. Yeah, man. J-Mo. Big games play in this format. Justin, you just got it past the 5th round. If you don't speak up, your draft is void. Do you think Jordan Mason gets immediate touches? I think it's in the range of outcomes. It's pretty wide range. Yeah, I think Brees is a pretty responsible pick in the 5th year. I quite like Brees for drafters. Again, I think he's capable of running for a 70-yard touchdown. That plays in this format. We have 4 wide receivers. We need a running back. Very rare combination right here. Lamb, Ladd, Big Mike, J-Mo, Brees. Where others are afraid, we see opportunity. I am better than 99% of chess players' balls life. However, the gap between 99 to 100% is so large. I could work at chess every day, 8 hours a day for years. And first off, the scary thing is you don't even know if you're good enough to even get there. But like the gap it's huge, man. It's like from us to another solar system. And the gap from me to like someone who's 1,000 is also another, like that's like from Earth to the moon. So like, those like things where you see it's like the planets zoomed out and like there's different scales. That's happening in chess, basically. What does 2,000 ELO mean in football terms? Probably it's like, oh, like the guy in your high school who you're like, oh, this guy's gonna go to the league, and then he tears his knee or something like that. I don't know. 2,000 is very good. Here, I can just show you guys some numbers. Let's look at me. So here is my rapid. I'm better than 99% of rapid players on League Chess with a 2,300 rating. Let's find Dr. Drunkenstein, I think it is. This is Magnus Carlsen's account. Looks like he's not played on here. I got to find an active League Chess account of a super grandmaster. That was easy. Okay, so here he is in Blitz. 2,900. I in Blitz, like at my top, I'm like 2,200. If we find my peak, 2,165-ish. So we're going to take Level Lave. Rice is interesting, 6-game suspension, but we're going to go Pachek. Think he could be a league winner too. So yeah, Ali Reza Faruja is 2,900 in Blitz, and I am 2,200. And like 200 points is like a lot in chess. It's Hikaru only plays on chess.com. You know, like if I find a student of mine, he's 1300 in blitz. This kid is rated 1400 USCF with a 1400 lead chess rating. Let's add to the Detroit thing. Why not? Seems logical. Get a third running back. It's hard for me to wrap my brain around a David Montgomery type in drafters because he just doesn't boom to big games all the time. 15, 12, 12, 24, 21, 21. But, you know, a Gibbs injury could be a guy you have to win the contest. Am I just being crazy, or am I just being a noob, or am I crazy that I have Travis Hunter right next to JSN and Hill? Liam Cohen, slot guy, went 102 in the draft for a reason. I have about 6 grand at exposure. Heems, he actually opened at the 3-4 turn, and I was drafting him there. So my ranks bake in the market, so that's why I have him ranked at the 4-5 turn. But no, man, the upside case is so clear. It's hard to fight the market dynamics once a player falls to the 5-6 turn. It's really hard for them to climb back. But yeah, no. Travis Hunter outscoring DJ Moore, that could look laughable. Travis Hunter outscoring Worthy could look laughable. McLaurin, laughable. JMO, Sutton, Smith, Ridley, Pearsall, Metcalf, Odunze, Harrison, Garrett Wilson. Like he could, Devontae. The point is, all these wide receivers are fragile, man. JSN. So yeah, I think Hunter has got huge upside. I'm a Hunter bull. Yeah, if I needed to play 3-4 turn cost for Hunter, I would. But I don't anymore. This is an August asked question if I've ever seen one. I mean, I don't know, man. Justin Jefferson enough, Hawkinson enough. Addison after 3 games, Thielen. No, it's not crazy at all to have Brian Thomas Jr. and Hunter on the same team. One goes in round 1, one goes in round 6. People are doing that with Chase and T, and you have to play a round 1 and 2 price. Yeah, I mean, I've said this a lot, but the Pickens corollary to T. Higgins is very easy to draw. Just touchdown guy, deep threat guy on the Cowboys. Basically the Cowboys T. Higgins. So obviously we like that. I would draft Garrett Wilson at the 4-5 turn, yes. I don't like him. I mean, it was insane to me he was a 2-3 turn pick. The Dynasty nerds were doing that. I don't like him at the 3-4. I have him ranked at the 4-5, where I would mix him in. It's like 50. You can see him in the name, 58. Week 1 flex, I'd play McMillan over Moore pretty easily. Let's go. Where is that Pickens drafter? He's right there, man. That's annoying. Okay, we'll take Dak then. We're not getting by him. We have Lamb. We would like Lamb. Other guys we like will be there probably. Baker's also there. Could just rip Dak Baker. Again, I don't want to. There's players I want. But maybe we will. That's kind of fun, man. I don't think I've done a Dak Baker team. Yeah, I only have a couple BTJ Hunter teams. And I don't I love Brian Thomas Jr. I just don't know if I get as much of him because I have like Nico over him. Usually draft Amon-Ra and Puka too. This is not good in practice, I think, to fade who I'm fading here, but we're doing it. Baker Mayfield. Quarterback is over for us. We got 3 running backs that could make some noise. We got 4 wide receivers we feel good about. The core of the team has been built. Jesus Christ. Everyone wish Ghost some luck. Tomorrow's my 14-team, 22-man roster, full IDP draft, auction draft. Usually takes 5 hours. All right, guys. Spam your drafter's username. First name we highlight. If you have not won before, we'll win a free drafter's ticket. Simply copy and paste. Control C for the olds, Control V. Enter. Control C, copy, Control V, paste, enter. Ten, 9, 8, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. BG Lakers 12. Congratulations, sir. I'll get that over. A lot of you were close there. There's some rapid movement at the end. BG Lakers 12. Oh, I typed BJ. BG Lakers 12. Won today's ticket. Congrats, sir. Past couple winners. BG Lakers 12. Very blessed indeed. No Cap Mac. Braun. G-Men. BC 19. Haters Gonna Hate. Dante. Hudson 19. Macamee. Cleepor. Bobert 23. Royal Awesome. Dante. Epson 988. It's Ziwi. Zakabat. Those are all the winners I've had this year. Only, I think, one repeat. Dante got in there twice. Earlier in the summer, it's easier to repeat. The views are smaller. Yeah, I mean, if you're watching on delay, I'm sorry, man. Is what it is. Planted user. Be real here, man. Vadim coming in with the positive energy. Hi, Liam. Isn't it such a wonderful day? Vadim, every day we're alive is wonderful, isn't it, man? I'm sure this one is the winner. Congrats on another great best ball summer. Thank you, Vadim. I didn't see the guy celebrate. Did Ball's Life celebrate? Or did he just take his win? Usually the person is like, yes, I won. Oh, here we go. Here we go. He said, let's go. W. Yeah, so they'll deposit it for you. You just gotta wait for them. Optimizers for DFS, probably great. For best ball, likely unnecessary. But, maybe one day we'll sell one if the people like it. I think the Baitster. I haven't updated my drafters ranks, by the way, but I will have updated rankings for everything this weekend. Generally drafting guys I haven't drafted, rookie names, guys who have not been drafted much. Vadim, it only takes one. My guy Tolan did 2 and got 5th 2 years ago. Just slammed his laptop, shut up here. Logged out for the season. He said, you know what? I'm going to call it a best ball season. Not even going to draft the team. I do agree with you, JB. Janu fundamentally mispriced. I'm with you. There is some chance Freiermuth showers us. So you got to draft some Freiermuth if you're a Jonnu Bull. But yeah, I'm a Jonnu Bull. Yeah, we're supposed to be here to hide the ranks. And Josh Palmer, pick 122. So we're done at quarterback. Should we do Javonte with Dak? Man, it's bleak, but let's try it out. Why not? He's probably a better drafters pick. Not in the terms that he has like an awesome ceiling, but in the terms of like if he has 3 20-point games, weeks 1 through 6, we'll take it, man. We'll take it. If I tweeted this out, man, people would be DMing me death threats. One guy, kid you not, retweeted the Keon thing with like, he retweeted it 50 times with 50 different players. And all I responded was, I'm glad you're taking this well. And then he kept on going. So yeah, I had to mute that. Didn't want to see that anymore. RB1 on the depth chart. Are you talking about Jonnu? Oh, Javonte. I mean, dude, we always knew Javonte was RB1. It could happen, chicken. I'll give you the stat line right now. 5 targets, 5 catches, 35 yards. That's 8.5 points. 1 touchdown. That's 14 points. 60 yards rushing. That's 20 points. I mean, I like Shakir a tad more than Keon, but yeah, no. Keon, Kincaid, one of them is quite likely to be a breakout. Don't know if you would classify this as news. I kind of put it more in like tinfoil hat news, but it is something that occurred. 3 players will have the Bills rivalry jerseys at launch. Josh Allen, Keon Coleman, and Dalton Kincaid. Makes you think, why those 3 players? Josh Allen, star. Keon and Kincaid? To be determined. Bills Hard Knocks is a tough watch if you're not a Bills fan. Even as a Bills fan, man, like I think the Bills were determined. They were like, "Oh, bet you want to follow our team? We will murder your product." They did not let them cover anyone who was not a roster cut. Literally everyone who got a lot of time got cut. Let's pull up my home league and see what pick I got. I named my team number 1 in your hearts. It's going to piss people off. Hey, Miller Lights. Cheers. We're pick 12, pick 14. 14-team league. Pick 14. Could be worse. Yeah, I think we'll try to go, because it is a soft home league. Like, we'll go one of the wideouts. You know, we might go wide receiver. We might flex on him. Because it's like, who's done a home league? Who's done an ESPN home league and can tell me, like, players that are wildly mispriced? Kyle Pitts flipping Jake Ferguson is, like, crazy brain rot to me. That's insane in ADP. We're easily going Fergo. Okay, like, my question for the ESPN home league is, like, guys like Travion Henderson, guys like James Cook, guys like Pacheco, Pollard, are these guys expensive or are like Hampton or are they cheap? Because if they're cheap, I want to go wide out, wide out. If they're expensive, I want to go RB wide out. I'm like flabbergasted that freaking Kyle Pitts has a higher ADP. Uh, Also, what's up with the Trey Benson ADP? Just like wildly ahead of Ray Davis. We're going Ray Davis. No, not really. We've tried to up the league payout for years. It's all about bragging rights. If you're the lowest scoring team, you need to shotgun a beer and or chug a drink and make a video. One of my guys in the league is so funny, man. He kept on losing his last Saints fan. He keeps on drafting Saints guys. His last video is like him in his attic talking about how his wife left him. So it's been a home league that I've run since college. Charbon Mason, very cheap. JCM, cheap. I still think I'm going to go RB wide out. Although it's going to be so tough for me to pass on like Nico, Brian Thomas, Nico Amon-Ra. Puka at 9? Are they going to do that? I feel like they are, because it shows 9. Okay, here's the plan. If Nico and Brian Thomas are there, I'm drafting both. If not, I'm going one of the running backs. And people, by the way, like they refuse to trade with me. I play the villain, of course. So yeah, that's not someone you trade with. Again, one of my friends traded a joint for a wheat just to beat me at Settlers of Catan in college. My favorite thing about the Tyler Warren people is that they say that he's Taysom Hill. Like the Taysom Hill that's going to score 60-yard rushing touchdowns every game. I don't think it's crazy Warren could be a good pick, but the justification of the Taysom Hill stuff as if Jonathan Taylor doesn't exist is kind of insane to me. Did we not just do this with Brock Bowers last year? I watched the Crack Rock stream last night on Ship Chasing. Like 5 of them spent time venting about me, man. What I noticed is people like to talk about me on their streams, but they don't like if I talk about them. Curious how that is. So I tune into some streams sometimes. Somehow my name's always coming up. But God forbid I talk about someone else. I swear, I'll pop in for like 5 seconds and my name is brought up. Always. All press is good press, so we'll take it. I always watch the Crack Rock stream. He is such a funny character. I'm sure I did. I'm sure I did. I could understand Pete being upset. He got like 10th that year to me. Yeah, a lot of people taking shots. Their little fantasy cool circle. It is the Crack Rock stream. It's a stream that Crack Rock does. He's an awesome character. Okay. Tight end is a yikes. I think Adam Thielen is a pretty fun click for early production. Early production plays all the same on drafters. In San Francisco, who is catching the ball after CMC, Kittle, and Pearsall? Well, Michael, the hope is Ayuk comes back healthy. You got guys like, I can't even remember his name right now. Rams wide receiver last year. He's suspended for a DUI. Help me out, guys. San Francisco defense? Why does that show? Why does that even show? Oh, Demarcus Robinson is who I'm thinking about. We're gonna do Jonnu here with K. Dot and not sure for week 1. Yeah, Demarcus Robinson might come back for. He might come back for and give you some weeks. Juwan Jennings, I think, will play, so he'll be a big thing. And yeah, it's really Ayuk. And then they signed a bunch of scrubs. Let's pull up their depth chart. I'm gonna have the depth chart article with some commentary tomorrow at beatbestball.com. Like and subscribe, folks. Help me out. But the wide receiver chart right now is Jennings, Pearsall, Russell Gage, who I also think is hurt, Sky Moore, Jordan Watkins, Jacob Cowing, who's on IR. So yeah, man, it's rough. It's basically CMC is going to be crushing it early in the season with catches, and we'll see if he holds up or not. Kind of fun team here. Dak Mayfield, Brees, Pacheco, Montgomery, Javonte, Ray Davis, Lamb Lad, Big Mike, J-Mo, Bateman, Thielen, Ferg, and Smith. Probably just steering this to a 2-6-9-3? 2-6-8-4, something like that. In my home league, the draft's at 8 p.m. Jerry Rice just signed. Ollie Gordon, yeah. I actually drafted some Jalen Wright and Ollie Gordon teams early in the season. I do that every year. So I did that the year that Kyron and Zach Evans was a thing. I don't have a ton of Ollie Gordon, though. Most people are Jalen Coker over Xavier Legette, though, by the way. Is BBMD back up? Because when I last checked, you couldn't look at last year's data. Maybe he put it back up there. Did he add the toggle? No, he didn't. How are you looking at BBM5 stuff? The fantasy best ball guy spreadsheet. I don't even know what that is, but okay. Where do we access this? What is this? What is the reload code for drafters? It is Liam Reload 20. Gives a 20% deposit match up to a $200 bonus. Sharp of you to ask that right before I pick. I'm on to you. Yeah, man. Likely. Harold Phantom's gone. Why not? The Likester should return eventually. Probably week 2, week 3. Just need him to have some big games. Ferg and Jonnu hold me over in the meantime. With that, I don't feel like I need a 4th tight end. 4 tight end has actually done kind of well on drafters, but yeah, I don't need it. Could also go 7 running backs. Joe Mixon is here at pick 200. I honestly think he might be undraftable. I have him ranked in stuff like BBM at 150, but maybe I need to go lower, man. It is bad juju. Let's go Rico. I don't hate Rico. Might have 3rd downs in Carolina. Does drafters go out of business? They always overlay. No, Best Ball Monster. I believe what the idea is that they eat overlay on purpose to grow their site each year. They get more users, right? They make a bigger contest each year. And the plan is that eventually they'll have a strong user base, But it's not about no one is trying to profit off of Best Ball. Best Ball is customer acquisition so that you can profit off of pick'ems and sports betting. He wasn't the same guy. There's 2 different guys, I think. Pretty sure. One guy did slam ETN in the 2nd. I did do another high stakes draft with the Mixon guy, and he did jam him 2 rounds early. Not and by that, I mean he took him in the 6th or something. So he has a love with Mixon, clearly. The Drafters mobile app is actually awesome. I've almost never had issues with it. It's got a draft board. Jesus, Michael, what kind of leagues are you in? With the Parsons trade, does that affect how much more the Dallas defense ADP falls? What league are you in, Michael, where you're grinding the Dallas defense ADP? We're doing best ball drafts right now, sir. Are you in a 10 defense league? I gotta know. I gotta know, Michael, what's going on here. But yes, the Dallas defense might be one of the worst in the league now, Michael, to answer your question. My code at Drafters, the promo code is below for new users. It's Chess Liam. Gets you a $100 deposit match. Current users can use Liam Reload 20. If you're a new user, though, you should use Chess Liam because you get a $100 deposit match. To be clear, Joe Mixon is free falling in drafts. He just went at pick 198. Reload worked. Shout out, Mark. So true, man. If anybody's hating. I mean, to be clear, usually it's light jesting, which I'm fine with. God forbid I mention I won a best ball contest while trying to grow the channel. Oh my God, I forgot about my elims. Thanks a lot, guys. No help there from the chat. I have 2 minutes. I have 2 minutes in this one. And my rankings are stale. Run the clock. What are we doing here? Wide receiver, wide receiver. Sure. Ray McLeod. Okay, this one we have 8 minutes on. And the others we have 20 minutes on, so we can finish this draft. I took Joe Flacco in an eliminator. Let's take Turpin, man. Stacks with Dak. Might be Jalen Tolbert, might be Turpin. Hard to say. Jay, dude, it's not that serious. We're not doing that. It's like when you get hit by a car and someone's like, hey, watch for that car. Did Michael ever weigh in on the leagues he's playing? Because I truly do need to know that. Yeah, I think we just go another wide out on this team here. Screw it. We'll take Ray McLeod again. Okay, we got 20 minutes for the rest. Let it out in the chat, guys. Who's your highest exposed player? Who is it? Let it be known. Playing chess is not nerdy. Love stars. I can tell you need to be loved, though, based on your comments you leave on my video. So we love you, man. We love you. Malik Washington, Jay, Alpha. Alpha there. 2 in. Roshan, Matthew Golden, Loveland, Ray Davis, Malik Washington, Corum, Judkins, Rasheed, Nick, flopping it on the table. Golden, Godwin. Oh, my God. Are you feeling good or are you brave? Alec Pierce, Miles Sanders. Michael says, I got stuck with Seahawks defense and Dallas kicker in round 17-18. Michael, the Dallas kicker is the highest drafted kicker in all the high stakes leagues, man. You struck gold. People will trade for that. You give that a couple weeks, people will trade you gold for that kicker. Seahawks defense also underrated. Jaden Daniels, wow, like it. Justice Hill, not a Keaton Mitchell bull. 2 in. Josh Allen, that's expensive capital. Rico, Browns RB1, keeping ambiguous. Rizzy Pierce, Alec Pearsall, get ins. Jalen McMillan. Hey, man, he got put on IR designated to return, so it's not over for him. Okay, Lamb, McConkey, Big Mike, J-Mo, Bateman, Thielen, McLeod, Terp, Ferg Smith. Do I want a 7th running back or another wide receiver or another tight end? Brees, Pacheco, Mont, Javante, Ray, Dowd. I think I do another wide out. Tyquan Thornton, not even a crazy pick. We do Jalen Tolbert, secure it. Why does Mike Williams have an ADP? I got to 1 second and I panicked. I didn't plan to do that, but it was at 1 second and I didn't want to auto someone. I don't even hate it, to be honest. Like if one of Turpin or Tolbert or hit, or ideally, Lamb crushes it for a bunch of weeks and then breaks his leg, and then you need Turpin and Tolbert for some god unknown reason. Seems fun. Like alpha stacking teams works in this. So Dak and Baker, Brees, Pacheco, Montgomery, Javante, Ray Davis, Rico, Lamb, McConk, Big Mike, J-Mo, Bateman, Thielen, McLeod, Turp and Tolp, Ferg, Smith, likely. Someone said the Cowboys roster only has 4 wide receivers right now. We got to see if that's true. It is true. Jonathan Mingo's on IR. Lamb, Pickens, Tolbert, and Cavante Turpin. You got to think they add someone. But right now, it's got to be one of them. All right, folks. I got to get ready for my home league. Peace out. Appreciate you. Like, subscribe, join the Discord. Link is below. BeatBestBall.com. If you sign up now for a yearly subscription, $100 a year, you'll get all my rankings next year. You'll get all my rankings throughout the year. Fool's mate, man. You ain't beating my kids with the fool's mate. We taught it. We taught that. Peace out.